supermarket simulator. According to some estimates, this game made over $28 million. Can you imagine being a sole developer and making $28 million?
Schedule 1 just humbled the gaming industry, getting over 400,000 concurrent players on Steam in less than a week. Puts the developer of Schedule 1, called Tyler, into multi-millionaire status literally overnight.
I'm making a simulator game. Now, I'm not making it just for the financial incentive.
Sorry? Yeah, look at me, look.
This is a game that means a lot to me since it's about a chapter of my life. Since this is the first devlog in this channel, I feel like it's a good time to introduce myself. Hey, this is Keeper, or Capper, whatever you want to call me. I'm 17 years old and I am a owner of a marketing agency. I recently took a break from the business to start game development. I started my company when I was 15 years old, but I always liked the idea of creating content on YouTube and also programming. You can check the description for a bit more information on who I am, but I've been learning Unity for a month now, and I think I'm ready to start working on this game. See, I am breaking rule number 1 when it comes to game development, which is always start small. Let me tell you about the idea of the game. In this game, you are a college kid who is broke, who lives in campus, in your own dorm room, and you attend classes and things like that, but you decided to try and start a new online business. I've outlined many business models that you can start, ones that I've tried or ones that I'm really familiar with, such as social media marketing agency, dropshipping, e-commerce, affiliate marketing, Amazon FBA, digital products, software as a service, content creation, info products, and trading. There are certain business models that you can't start because, well, either you're too broke for that, or you're not skilled enough. Now, you're a broke college kid, so you have $0 in your bank balance. Certain business models need capital to start, so you can borrow money from your family or friends, and if you don't pay back in time, obviously you're gonna go negative. Now, the game gets easier over time. You can start earning more and more money, you can automate, you can hire people, and eventually you can drop out of college and buy your own apartment / penthouse / villa / cars, whatever you want. But the game is very focused on those business models. So when you're in your own computer in-game, right, you actually have things that you need to do in your own businesses. For example, if it's content creation, you need to come up with an idea, you need to script it, and obviously it's not going to be that explicit because, well, there are certain things that you can't do, such as record yourself, but there's a lot of cut scenes that you can have. For example, when you attend a meeting, let's say someone books a sales call with you, obviously you're not going to be live in that call speaking to an actual person. There's a cutscene where it's showing that you're talking to somebody. That is the game. It has a lot of things that you can learn from, so it's not only entertainment, there's also education aspect to it. So you can think of educatement or whatever you want to call it. In order to prevent myself from starting this project and quitting after a month, I feel like it's a good idea to start making devlogs on it, and if I stop, you can roast me. It might inspire you to take action on your ideas. For this project, I'm using Unity as the game engine and Blender for designing. For the movement, I wanted it to feel very crisp and similar to other sim games out there, so I went ahead and chose the character controller method. Now, as you can see, we have movement and gravity, so we can jump. Alright, let's design the room. So this is my first time ever using Blender. I usually use AI, which I quickly realized that many people despise it in video games. Before creating the room though, you already know I had to create the donut. Yeah, look at it. Yes sir. Jokes aside, I learned a lot about Blender by just designing this simple model. Now let's actually start creating the room. So I added some details, some windows, the door, and I also added texture. And here's the final result. Obviously, there's a lot of things that I can need to improve eventually, but it looks pretty cool for now. I added the room to Unity, but the textures didn't really want to show up for some reason. So instead of adding the textures inside Blender, I added them into Unity directly. I lost a bit of realism. It's fine. It looks good enough. Room feels empty though. Much better. These designs aren't mine. I just took them from some website, but I will design my own pretty soon. I just wanted to get the visual. I'm pretty proud with what I've done so far. In the next episode, we'll work on the interacting system, the in-game computer function, as well as designing a lot more things into the room, the college, the background, and things like that. Subscribe. Bye.